You were never told the full truth about Asian makeup brands. Every day, millions of women over 40 apply products to thinning, vulnerable skin without knowing what contaminants lurk inside. Heavy metals, undisclosed ingredients, and contamination risks accumulate silently over decades. The brands profiting from your trust have not earned it. In 2022, CBC Marketplace detected lead levels up to 20 times higher than Health Canada's recommended limit in some ultra-cheap beauty products. Today, you will learn exactly which 7 brands to avoid and the 5 safer alternatives that actually protect mature skin. Brands to avoid first. Let's expose the brands you should avoid. Now, moving on to the first product you should avoid. Sheglum is the cosmetics arm of fast fashion giant Shein, and it has built an empire on impossibly low prices. You see these products flooding social media, promoted by influencers who never mention what independent testing has revealed. In 2022, CBC Marketplace conducted an investigation that should have stopped every woman over 40 in her tracks. Their testing detected lead levels up to 20 times higher than Health Canada's recommended limit in some Shein beauty products. Lead is not an ingredient that belongs anywhere near your face. It accumulates in your body over time. It does not wash off at the end of the day. For mature skin, this finding carries even greater weight. As you age, your skin barrier thins. The protective layers that once kept contaminants out become compromised. Your body's natural detoxification systems slow down. What a 20-year-old might process and eliminate, your body stores. Every application becomes a deposit into an account you never wanted to open. Think about what you are doing when you apply Sheglum eyeshadow or lipstick, cheap makeup touching your eyes every day, without knowing what's really inside. The savings are not worth the risk. The few dollars you save today could cost you in ways that cannot be measured on a receipt. Now, moving on to the second product you should avoid. Perfect Diary rose to fame as a sophisticated, affordable alternative to Western luxury brands. The packaging is beautiful, the marketing is polished, but beneath that sleek exterior lies a problem that should concern every informed consumer. In 2021, China National Medical Products Administration public filings revealed something deeply troubling. The ingredient lists on Perfect Diary products sold domestically differed from the disclosures provided on international e-commerce platforms. You trusted the label, but not all ingredients were disclosed. This is not a minor administrative oversight. When a brand cannot provide consistent ingredient transparency across markets, you have no way of knowing what you are actually applying to your face. For women over 40, this matters profoundly. Certain preservatives and additives carry hormone-disrupting potential. Over decades of daily use, cumulative exposure to undisclosed ingredients builds your endocrine system, already navigating the changes of perimenopause and menopause, faces additional stress from chemicals you never agreed to put on your skin. Perfect Diary may look like a smart purchase, but you cannot make informed decisions when information is deliberately withheld. Transparency is not optional. It is the bare minimum you deserve. Now, moving on to the third product you should avoid. Judy Doll has gained popularity for its soft, blendable powders and playful aesthetic. The textures feel luxurious. The colors photograph beautifully. But there is a conversation happening in the cosmetics industry that Judy Doll's marketing conveniently ignores. Talc. In 2018, Reuters conducted an investigation that sent shockwaves through the beauty world. Multiple cosmetic talc supplies globally were found contaminated with asbestos. This was not a single isolated incident. This was a systemic problem affecting supply chains around the world. Judy Doll relies heavily on talc-based formulations. The brand has not provided public documentation proving its talc sources are independently verified as asbestos-free. For mature skin, this uncertainty is unacceptable. Older skin is more vulnerable to chronic inflammation from inhaled or absorbed particles. When you sweep that soft powder across your cheeks, you may be introducing microscopic irritants that your body cannot easily clear. A soft powder hiding a hard truth. The beauty industry has known about talc contamination risks for years. Brands that fail to address this head-on are asking you to gamble with your health. That gamble is not worth taking. Now moving on to the fourth product you should avoid. Florasis, also known as Hua Cizi, has positioned itself as the pinnacle of Chinese luxury beauty. The ornate packaging, the heritage-inspired designs, the premium price tags, everything signals exclusivity and quality. But prestige packaging does not equal verified safety. In 2023, the EWG Skin Deep database revealed that multiple Florasis products lack full hazard scoring due to incomplete data. The brand has not submitted the comprehensive information required for independent safety evaluation. This is a critical failure. When you pay luxury prices, you expect luxury standards. You expect rigorous testing. You expect transparency that matches the elegance of the product. Florasis delivers none of this. For women over 40, this gap between perception and reality is dangerous. High price creates a false sense of safety, increasing your confidence in long-term use. You apply these products daily, believing that the cost reflects quality control and ingredient integrity, paying premium prices for trust that was never proven. Florasis is selling you an illusion. The beautiful exterior distracts from the absence of the independent verification that should be standard at this price point. Now moving on to the fifth product you should avoid. Carslin has been a dominant force in the Chinese cosmetics market for over 2 decades. The brand produces everything from foundations to eye palettes, and its products have found their way onto the faces of millions. But longevity in the market does not equal safety innovation. Carslin formulations rely heavily on synthetic dyes and fragrance allergens that have drawn scrutiny from international regulators. In 2019, the European Commission's Scientific Committee on Consumer Safety issued reports linking certain cosmetic dyes to irritation and sensitization. For aging eyes, this is a serious concern. The delicate skin around your eyes becomes thinner and drier with each passing year. Recovery from irritation takes longer. Sensitivity reactions that a younger woman might brush off can become chronic problems for mature skin. Carslin designs products for trend, not long-term skin health. The vibrant pigments and appealing scents come at a cost your skin will pay. Every application of a Carslin eyeshadow introduces synthetic compounds to tissue that is increasingly unable to defend itself. The temporary beauty is not worth the lasting discomfort. Now moving on to the sixth product you should avoid. Hold Live operates at the extreme budget end of the cosmetics market. These products cost less than a cup of coffee. That price point should immediately raise questions. In a world where quality ingredients, safe manufacturing, and proper testing all cost money, how does a brand sell makeup for almost nothing? The answer lies in what gets sacrificed. US FDA import alert data from 2020 to 2023 documents repeated detentions of low-cost cosmetics for labeling violations. Products that cannot meet basic regulatory requirements for accurate labeling are entering the market without proper oversight. For women over 40, this regulatory failure translates directly to personal risk. Poor manufacturing controls increase contamination risk over time. Bacteria, heavy metals, undisclosed ingredients all become more likely when a brand prioritizes rock-bottom pricing over quality assurance. If it costs less than coffee, corners were cut somewhere. Those corners are your safety margins. Hold Live asks you to trust products that regulators have flagged repeatedly. That trust is misplaced. Your face deserves better than bargain bin gambles. Now moving on to the seventh product you should avoid. Focallure has built a massive following through aggressive social media marketing and influencer partnerships. The brand pumps out new releases constantly, chasing every trend with remarkable speed. But that speed comes with consequences. ASEAN Cosmetic Directive compliance reviews in 2021 flagged Focallure for incomplete documentation in multiple markets. The brand could not demonstrate that its preservative disclosures met regional standards. Preservatives are not optional ingredients. They prevent bacterial growth and extend shelf life. When a brand cannot provide complete preservative documentation, you have no assurance that the product in your hand matches the product that was tested, if it was tested at all. Batch inconsistency is a real risk with brands that prioritize speed over quality control. Using products that change formula without warning puts mature skin in a vulnerable position. Your aging skin is more susceptible to irritation from preservative imbalances. Microbial contamination becomes a greater threat when you cannot trust that each batch meets the same standards. Focallure's documentation. Failures are not paperwork problems. They are safety problems, safer alternatives. Now that you know what to avoid, it's time to take back control. The following recommendations are not sponsored. They are based on independent research to help you make safer choices. If you're finding this valuable, subscribe now to stay protected. Now moving on to the first product you must try instead. 100% Pure has built its entire brand philosophy around ingredient integrity. This company refuses to use synthetic dyes, instead deriving pigments from fruit and plant sources. When you apply 100% pure makeup, you know exactly what is touching your skin. The brand has earned EWG verified status on multiple products, and Consumer Reports has recognized its commitment to clean formulations. For aging, sensitive, thinning skin, this level of transparency is not a luxury. It is a necessity. The honest limitation is price and shade range. 100% pure products cost more than drugstore alternatives, and the color selection may not satisfy every preference. But for women who have spent decades exposing their skin to questionable ingredients, this brand offers something priceless: peace of mind. You can apply these products daily knowing that independent verification backs every claim. That confidence is worth the investment. Now, moving on to the second product you must try instead. Lily. Lolo specializes in mineral makeup with minimal ingredient lists and fragrance-free options. This British brand has earned Leaping Bunny certification and receives regular recommendations from clean beauty dermatologists. For mature eyes prone to dryness, Lily Lolo formulations provide color without the irritants that plague conventional cosmetics. The brand understands that what you leave out matters as much as what you put in. The honest limitation is texture preference. Lily Lolo products are primarily powder-based, and that format does not suit every application style or skin type. Women with very dry skin may need to adjust their routine to accommodate these formulas. But for those who can work with powder textures, Lily Lolo delivers clean, gentle color that respects the needs of aging skin. Now moving on to the third product you must try instead. Alima Pure has made supply chain transparency a cornerstone of its brand identity. This company maintains strict mica sourcing standards and subjects its operations to third-party audits. You can trace where ingredients come from. Allure has featured Alima Pure in clean beauty coverage, recognizing the brand's commitment to ethical and safe formulations. For sensitive and postmenopausal skin, Alima Pure offers products you can trust at every level of production. The honest limitation is pigmentation intensity. Alima Pure creates subtle, natural-looking makeup rather than bold, trend-driven colors. Women seeking dramatic looks may find the range understated. But for everyday wear that protects while it beautifies, Alima Pure delivers exactly what mature skin requires. Now moving on to the fourth product you must try instead. RMS Beauty approaches formulation differently than most cosmetics brands. The company uses low-heat processing methods that preserve ingredient integrity, ensuring that the beneficial properties of each component survive manufacturing. Professional makeup artists who specialize in mature skin endorse RMS Beauty for its ability to work with aging texture rather than against it. For dry, creepy skin that has lost elasticity, these products provide moisture and coverage without settling into fine lines. The honest limitation is the learning curve. RMS Beauty uses cream formulas that apply differently than the pressed powders and liquids most women learned on. Mastering the technique takes practice. But once you understand how to work with these textures, you unlock makeup that actually improves the appearance of mature skin rather than emphasizing its challenges. Now moving on to the fifth product you must try instead. Ilia Beauty represents the future of cosmetics, hybrid formulas that deliver makeup performance with skincare benefits. The brand incorporates SPF into multiple products and has received positive coverage from Consumer Reports for its sunscreen testing results. For women seeking makeup that does more than just color, Ilia Beauty provides genuine skin protection alongside beautiful finishes. Every application contributes to your skin's health rather than depleting it. The honest limitation is shelf life. Cleaner formulas with fewer synthetic preservatives do not last as long as conventional products. You will need to replace Ilia Beauty products more frequently than you might expect, but that shorter lifespan reflects the absence of the harsh preservatives that cause problems for mature skin. The trade-off is worthwhile. Conclusion. You now possess information that most women never receive. 7 brands have failed to earn your trust through transparency, testing, and consistent quality. 5 alternatives have proven that safe, effective makeup for mature skin exists. The choice is yours, but the evidence is clear. Remove the products that raise safety concerns from your routine. Replace them with brands that respect your health and your intelligence. Your skin has carried you through decades of life. It deserves products that protect rather than endanger. Keep learning how to protect your skin by watching another video on this channel. Subscribe now so you never miss critical information that could change your routine. Stay safe and protect your skin.